Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. Okay, I made some major changes in here. A couple of reasons. One, I wanted to get my computer, my iMac, and my desk with all the office stuff out of here. Hold on. Here's my bedroom. Sorry, it's a little dark. I decided to keep my little table, my office table, and my chair in here. I brought in this extra little shelf that I had to put papers on. I was thinking of getting myself one of those drawer storage things. I think it comes up to the bottom of my drawer here. My iMac goes there right now. It's over by my bed because I was watching movies, which I love because I can put it back and forth. I've got some paint out. I'm not gonna paint the desk. I like the white. It's pretty new. Mom had it when she moved in here, but it was in her room, so it wasn't all wrecked and scratched from crafting like I do. But I brought in all the papers, things dealing with bills, taxes, Mom's stuff. Some more things here. I've got underneath the paper towel there, I've got a shredder. This little box, I've always had it somewhere in my room or out in the hall, and it's a little cabinet that lifts up like that, and I keep my sheets, pillowcases, and thin blankets or double sheets, etc., in there. And now that there's just me and only one bed, I don't need all the sheets. So I either will scrap them, see if my son wants them, or whatever. And that's my little mini printer that my daughter got me for Christmas. I finally got it working, and then I used it so much I ran out of colored ink. But anyway, so I wanted to keep my craft area separate from my personal things that I have to do, paying bills, et cetera, et cetera. So I've put it in here in my bedroom. Now, I was going to get rid of Mom's bed, but her bed is so comfortable. I've put it in the corner. My bed's not made because I was just laying down watching a movie. I sleep well on it. So I haven't quite transitioned yet. So it's kind of Mom's bed there, my bed's there. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys remember, or even if I showed you this thin blanket here, this little cover blanket. My daughter got me for Christmas that, this little mirror doesn't go there, that has photos of me and my grandsons. And of course, when I opened it, this was at the top, and there's Mom, and I cried. I loved it so much. So I have it here, me, my grandsons, as they grew up. It was lovely. It was a beautiful gift. I think I might have shown you. That's my other high boy. I really like it. I don't use this light very often, but I like having the greenery, and I love having the, plastic greenery around it. It's green. I don't know if you can tell in here. That's the one I painted green, and I was going to paint this one either green or pink. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I got my fan here. I've got my dirty clothes over there. Mom's dresser. I finally emptied some of my laundry and put it in Mom's dresser, but eventually I want to paint that as well. And that, of course, is my green dresser. So my room is much, sorry for going so fast. My room is much more calming than it was. But I really had to get rid of my personal stuff out of my craft room. I really needed to get it out of there. I found I was either overwhelmed because I'd be sitting doing budget bills, blah, 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 paperwork I have to do for mom, etc., etc. But all my crafting was around me and it was really distracting me. And a lot of things that I should have done, I didn't do, and things that I finally got done by putting it in here. And I like the fact that I can work over here and do my movie watching in bed. So that is kind of what I've done. Overflowing garbage I got to get rid of. Didn't make my bed because I just got out of bed. I was laying down watching a movie. Yeah. So let's get back to my craft room. It's a bit of a mess right now. But the brown, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't trip on anything as I lean back here. This is all things I needed to put away. And of course I told you about the 2 baskets at the bottom are kind of tools of whatever, you know, just tools. And most of everything on here in the brown one are my vintage junk journal stuff that I want to do. I've got journals over there. I've got my calligraphy set. I've got my wax melting set over here. So that's pretty much what this is. I moved this shelf from behind me because you remember the 2 of them were together. I like having the space in between. It doesn't make it feel so cramped and closed in. I need to clean it up. It's pretty much organized. It's just there's things flop-flopped here and there. That's great. There's my other high boy. I do have to go through things in the top, but my paints are at the bottom. I've got my photo, what do you call those photo boxes that I had taken apart. And yeah, photo boxes, and they've got stuff in them, but I have to label them because I'm, you know, forever just doing this, pulling them out. But they need to be labeled. I need to get some new tape from my label maker, but yeah. And that light goes on when I flick the switch. So I turned my old desk that I had towards the light, towards the window. I still have to work on things. I've cleaned it up quite a bit, but I still need to, you know, kind of organize things. Then I started going through stuff. Yeah, typical me. 12 by 12s are below here on the floor. These are things that I've been grabbing lately for the projects I've been working on. When I'm done working on those projects, I'll switch those around, flip them around. I'm working on something. I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm working on, but I just wanted to kind of finish showing you. I have been working on things in my box. I'll explain it in a minute when I go sit down. Got my Olight there. And then that is the second shelf that needs to be gone through and organized, which I haven't done yet. So let's go back to my desk. Now that I've given you a bit of a update on my craft room, I now want to show you what I've been working on today. I had to zoom out a little bit here to kind of, I've been going through my boxes. I've been going through the, you know, these pretty green and, you know, whatever. I've been going through the boxes, and my Thinlit dies, I'm going to call them Thinlit because they are the Thinlit ones. I have a box of Tim Holtz, the old Sizzix thick ones that's really heavy. I have them, I now move them down to the bottom of my shelf because I don't look at it very often. I may do a project or something in the future, but currently what I'm doing, this box was so darn heavy with, and loose, you know, all kinds of dies that were loose and were getting lost. Things like this. I hope it doesn't shine too much, but I kept it in the bag. But things like this little thing here, let's see if I can show you on the block here. All right, this little thing looks really unusual, doesn't it? What it is, now I hope you can tell, when you get your card, if you're doing a card, which, you know, we do, this sits like this on your card, and you cut it out. And what it creates is a little hinge. And I'm hoping you can see it. Let me go up here. Sorry if the lighting is bad. It's nighttime. I don't have any natural light coming in. So you put that through your machine with the die, and then it pops here, pops out. You have a place to put something, a place to put something. I don't know why it's showing you that. Maybe it's, oh, these pieces, I've got them somewhere else because I was using them for trim. But if it's an envelope, it's showing you here. That's the flap of the envelope. You can use the bottom part of this die to create another little tuck. And then you can put it in here, and when you open and close it, the die helps kind of make it 3D. You know, so what they've done here is they've put flowers, and they put a cutout of a mason jar, and then by the time you're finished, by cutting out this, that wasn't an envelope, that was a piece of paper that you cut out, and you can put it down here. And it kind of gives it like a base. Anyway, I didn't need to explain all that, but it's just, this is the type of thing that sits in the bottom of my box. So what I did, and I still have more to go through here because I've been going through, sorry, I'm just moving all the empty plastic pieces, because what I did was I used because it's thick, rather than the soft plastic that they come in. Laminate was thick, and I would cut my black mats that you get from the Dollar Tree, the magnetic mats, and I would put them, you know, cut them to this size, put my dies in there and put them in there. But again, all the small ones, all the small little pieces that I have. This is another one that's a kind of a border trim that I could cut out. This was another one of those free little girl with a balloon. Another freebie. It's just miscellaneous sitting in here. Here's another one. This is a kind of a, what do we call it? What do we call it, Donna? Come on. What do we call it? A framed piece with an elephant and a giraffe and some monkeys and some stuff that if you wanted to cut. So that is another one of the freebies that I got. I got so many of those freebies. And then this, of course, is the other trim that actually, this one goes with this set. Let's put this all together. But because I'd forgotten and I had used it for other things, I'm going to put this in the back. It was getting lost in here, so this piece was separate from this piece, which both pieces are part of the tools. Yeah, I know I'm going on and on here. I'm not explaining very well the whole reason why I'm here. Things like this I have. I can't remember where I got this. These are shoes. If you cut them all out, they can be confetti. There's bows and crowns and lips and shoes, blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. Get on with it, Donna. Get on with it. So, I don't know if you remember, if you've been with me for a while, I had picked this up and I was very disappointed because it was so cheaply done and it was kind of like a photo album. It's friggin' heavy now. It was like a photo album and I was going to throw it out and I threw it in my drawer in my stuff. And then I went to get a die to do some work and I'm going, this is ridiculous. I would do some die cuts, but because the box is heavy, I would just grab something and they'd all get mixed up. All the pieces would get, you know, thrown in willy-nilly. I didn't put them away properly, right? So I decided to give it a try. And now what I've done with a lot of these small packages that I got from, that I wanted to keep, that I got from AliExpress a few years ago. I made these. These are 4x6 photo sleeves. It is heavy, but all my little dies are now, and I tried to keep them in order, but they're not. To keep them in here, Christmas things, leaves, any type of leaves or wood, you know, whatever. They're not going anywhere. They're staying. I mean, they're opening at the top. That's how they get in. But now, when I go to do a dye job, I feel like I'm doing my hair on dye job. When I go to cut out any of these pieces, I can just pull this out, do my work. Obviously, this is empty. That has to go back where it belongs. And I feel like I'm a little better organized. And this all stems from, I was doing some work. I'm having trouble putting it in. That's just because I'm on camera. Had I been doing this all by myself, nice and quiet in my room, it would just slide in. So what I've done is I've taken these big ones that were in my box and I've cut them. I think I get 2 out of this 4x6, which is perfect for this 4x6. I mean, it gives me a little bit of room, but then when I just shake it down a little bit, the fold is better because this thing, let's see if I can remember how it split apart. Maybe it's here. This was the center of it. And I didn't like the way it was made. And I was going to get rid of it. I think I was just going to throw it out. But I thought, no, I'm putting all of my small dies in here. It's friggin' heavy. It really is. And I've been going through all of my dies. I still got more. And putting them back where they belong. So I've got these in here, like these are some more leaves. These, I'm not going to explain them all to you, but some of them, these are envelopes. These are actually slit tabs so that this cuts out and the circle slides into a piece of paper. You can glue it down if you like kind of like a tab. Yeah, so all of my little ones, some more Christmas ones. Like I say, I didn't put them in order. Some of my dies here. These are my little puppy dogs. These are my flowers. And of course, having it in this small package with my sidekick here, it's going to, well, except for something like this, it's really handy to have them. And I'm getting them all snowflakes. These are doilies, miniature doilies, and that's as far as I got today. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is an amazing organization tip for me. This is really a wonderful idea for me. I will still have to keep my box. This is not going in there. It's too heavy. it will be going on a shelf, and I'll be able to label it here, mini die cuts or something like that. But what else I was doing is sometimes I'd be working on a project, and like I say, I used to bring things into the living room and come back here, and they get thrown into a box. And being busy looking after Mom when she was alive, I never put things away. So now I'm finding, like all these were separated all over the place. I'm finding all of my sets. Here's my Christmas ornament set. Some more flower sets that I had. These are my stars. You know, so I've got all of these. These I got to take apart and put them all together. And then I've also got pieces that may have come from other places. And I've just, you know, they're miscellaneous. Sometimes I would get, you know, something that I ordered from, I don't know, wherever. Sometimes you would get a little die with it, or the magazines that I had from the UK, those magazines that had freebies in it. Sometimes they would have dies in it. And because they're single and all by themselves, they need company. So I've now put these together. And then any words that I have, hello, hi, thanks, another hello, but a different font, and this is lucky. And this happened to be, I guess I cut it out, but I never took it off. It was in here, and I just pulled it out. So now we have a little lucky word. So that is what I'm doing. I am really pleased now that my Thinlit dies, I call my box, is now easy to lift. I still have more to go through, and I still have quite a bit of room back here for more small dies, single ones that I have to fix. And what I've been cutting out, I've been keeping these. I don't know if I'll ever use them. They may come in handy someday for something. Maybe, I don't know how strong they are, but I'm guessing. I have no idea. But maybe I'll make a writing or a notepad, glue a couple of strips on there and see how it, I don't know how that glues onto. It's not very strong, unfortunately. It takes the metal, but it doesn't, you know. I'm thinking the refrigerator. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these little pieces. They may end up being thrown out. If you have any suggestions on what to use these for, like I said, I thought they'd be strong enough to put on the back of a writing pad, and stick it on the fridge, but they're not strong enough. And even if I put two, they're not strong enough. Let me go and check, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I went to the fridge. They do magnetize well. So what I thought I could make is some little magnets. You know, I could make them in circles or squares, decorate it, and you could put it on your fridge. And if you have a couple of them, and if the paper pad that you're using is not very heavy, you can do double strips. It's not as strong as some magnet pieces. They're not as strong, but we don't need that piece. But they're pretty good. So that is what I'm up to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. I want to continue here and finish off. I've got some frames that I need to put in. I've got some, these are what I call edge dies. You know, if you want to put it on the edge of a piece of paper and cut it out, that's what you would do there. You know, I got those. I didn't even know I had these little bunny rabbits with the egg. So maybe I will do a card with that. little bunny rabbits. They've even got cute little faces. I didn't even know I had this, so it must be pretty old. This is another one, words. It says love, so it's going to have to go on here. I just, you know, I just make room. Just make room. Hello fits better up there, and Lucky fits there. And now I have a place to put some words in here. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. It's a cleanup day. It's a busy day. I had to go out today and do some running around. There we go. So now I've got some words already in here. I mean, I don't have many. I'd like to get more, but I've done my budget for this month. We'll have to wait for April. Maybe on my birthday, I'll buy myself something. See, this is another one that I received. This is a dress, and I think this is a bow that's supposed to go on the dress. This is a lady. So this is another example of some of the pieces. Another gold piece. This is a deer. Another piece. These are little single pieces that I got from AliExpress that I need to, oh, I'm having trouble. My nails are all broken. To put them, I've even got a piano. Stuff like this. Maybe I will probably never use it. I may do a giveaway, get rid of them, see if anybody is interested in those. So that is my project for today. After I set up my bedroom, got all my, this is only my craft room. I didn't want it for anything else. And now I'm feeling a little bit more energetic, a little more comfortable. I like having space between my cabinets. It just makes it feel better than everything was like boxed in and nudged close together. And I found it really not stressful, but I found it uncomfortable. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. I am going to see where I got this. I don't know. I think I picked it up at that Dollar Pal place, that one where I get my lovely folders, where I'm going back to because I have filled up 2 of my other folders. The ones that I bought, the ones I got at the dollar store, garbage. They're okay for thin pieces of paper, but anything gets bulky in them and they basically fall apart. So if I go back and I see one of these in there, maybe I got it at Temu. Maybe I ordered it from Temu. I'll go and look at my orders and see if that's where I got it. But I've got a few more pages to go here, and I've got a few more pieces, odds and ends, etc., etc. Some of my bigger nestled pieces will go back in the big box. I'm not going to try and get them all in here. I'm going to try and keep this just for, and you know, I can always double it up. I can always put another one in the back. Yeah, you think, you know how heavy? This is heavy. This must be, I would say 8 to 10 pounds. Am I exaggerating when I say 8? I mean, this is heavier than a soup. It would have to be a big, big soup can. That's how heavy this is. But I love it. I absolutely love the fact that I can flip through it. It's going to be handy. It's going to be on the shelf near me, and I'll be able to just pick it up and do some dies and make some cute things. Like I say, I just grabbed from the top. These are marshmallows, Christmas, yeah, etc. I showed you already. So that's what I'm doing for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you will come back when I do some actual crafting rather than organizing. But, you know, sometimes you got to do it. You got to bite the bullet and find something that's going to work for you. And this, I think this is a wonderful, wonderful idea for all of these small dies. I mean, even this nestling one fits nicely in there. But all of these dies that I can flip through and go, oh, I forgot I had that, you know? Instead of ruffling through the box, things get sliding underneath somewhere and you can't find it. Yeah, I like this better. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope that you will take the time to give me a thumbs up if you like my videos, and also to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and share my channel if you like. And yeah, we'll see you next time, hopefully with a fun craft. All right now, bye for now.